I can hear the merry gypsy play. Mama, mama, I look at Amaru. She's not playing with the radio.
How is everybody doing today? Hope you guys are all doing well. It's a beautiful day today. I don't know where you are, but it's a beautiful day here. And I'm excited to share with you guys how to use YouTube ads to get more leads, to get more sales, and really to blow up your brand and your company. Just a couple housekeeping items before we get started. I want to make sure that everyone can hear me okay. So let me pause this music that's playing in the background. And if you can hear me, will you type in yes in the chat box? I know I've been talking with a couple of you. Brad Meeks from Texas, the big state of Texas. If you can hear me again, just type in yes in the chat box. I just want to make sure that people can hear me before I keep going. And also, if you guys are just joining us, please log into chat roll and let me know where you're from, what you do, because I would love to cater this presentation to you guys. It's always better that way, right? This is about you. It's not about me. So awesome. We got audio that's working. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jake Larson. I founded Video Power Marketing, and our agency uses YouTube ads and video ads in general. We've been doing all it with Facebook lately too, but we've been doing it, and it not only gets you tons of views, that's kind of guaranteed, right? That's going to happen, but it drives massive amounts of traffic, and we can track leads and sales, and we've done some really cool things I'm excited to share with you on this Hangout/webinar. So some of you have seen some of my stuff before. This will be going more into the YouTube ads and specifics of it, about how we actually grow people's businesses. We have some cool case studies. So I'm just going to start the presentation. You guys can sit back, relax, and we will get this show on the road. Let's see, share screen. Also, if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit us up in the chat box. All right, so how to use YouTube ads to get leads and customers. I want to start off, you guys, with an invitation. Okay, you're sitting there, I don't know where you are, at your house, office, or whatever, but I invite you right now to grow a pair, because I want to take your thinking to a higher level. I want to take your business to another level, and I want to get you guys actually implementing some of this stuff. So to start thinking big, this is a stat I love sharing because it speaks of the huge opportunity that we have as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as marketers. I want you guys to think, if you had your own Super Bowl commercial, what would you say? I mean, this is one of the biggest advertising events in the world. Let's just say that you have this opportunity. What kind of video would you produce? And what would you say? And while you're thinking about it, realize that we're reaching 100 million people with this video. That's a lot. That's 100 million people is a massive amount. What would you do with all that attention? This is a great opportunity. What would you say, and could you monetize that, right? The reality of it is, though, is it costs $4 million for a 30-second spot for this event. I mean, that's a lot of money, and it's hard to gauge a return. Like, you spend $4 million, but what do you get, right? Now let's compare the Super Bowl to the opportunity that we have before us. Let's compare it to YouTube. How many active users does YouTube have? It has 1 billion monthly active users. So the users alone crushes the Super Bowl. And if you compare it to the daily amount of views YouTube gets 4 billion views every day. So it kind of makes the Super Bowl look like a little girl's tea party. I mean, it's crazy. When you put these stats together, 40 Super Bowls happen every day on YouTube. All right, there's a huge opportunity here for us, though, you guys. Let's look at it this way. We can show you how to get Super Bowl-like results without paying Super Bowl prices. This is an amazing opportunity that we have, and I'm very excited to share some of the stuff that we have with you guys. Another cool case study I want to share to kind of show the opportunity and the value of what we have. we took a screenshot of our clients' analytics, and we wanted to see how valuable is video for them. Now, if you look at this, this is the source of all this is YouTube. So these people are watching videos on YouTube, and look at the average order value. When the traffic source came from YouTube, on average, the average sort value was $227. But when those people came from video and came from YouTube, that jumped up to $376. So video increased their average order value by almost 100%. Now look at it from a conversion rate standpoint. The site average was 1.2%. But when those people came from video and came from YouTube, it almost doubled to 2.35%. How would this change your business if you could double your order value and double your conversion rate? It's a lot of stats thrown around. So what does this mean? It means when people watch video, they spend more often. It's one of the most valuable traffic sources that we have, and nobody really knows about it. And I remember asking myself, why is video so valuable? And I think it's a way for people to see and hear and get to know your brand that just isn't possible in any other platform. It's a way for people to get to know you without taking up more of your time, right? And also comparing those stats, you guys, before people invest their money, they invest their time. They invest that through watching videos and engaging with your brand. So keep that in mind, that video is really valuable. One of the things the ways that we know is, I want to dive into my background a little bit before I get into the content, how it is that we've come to learn this and know this. About 5 years ago, in 2012, I guess that's 4 years ago, we were asked, I worked with a company, and we were one of 10 companies asked by Google to become YouTube marketing ambassadors. We got this opportunity because we were able to grow our YouTube channel and get massive amounts of views, and we were able to link those views to actual sales. And so we became a case study. The cool thing is, when we came out here, we were one of the first companies to start using YouTube ads. It didn't always exist, and when they asked us to be into the ambassadorship program, they gave us beta access before anyone else had access to YouTube ads. I'm talking about the ads you can skip after 5 seconds. And it opened up my eyes to this new power that we have to get our message in front of very specific types of people. It's crazy. So we came back to the company, and we implemented some of these advertising strategies, and we were able to get sales from them, where we would spend $1 on ads and get $7 in sales. It was this awesome, amazing talent that nobody really realizes. So with this opportunity, I ended up quitting my job a month before my first child was born to start Video Power Marketing, this small agency. To all those business owners out there, you guys know the hardest thing about being self-employed is my boss is a dick. I mean, he makes me work long hours. It's tough, right? But so again, this opportunity, I quit my job, started Video Power Marketing. I started from scratch, right, from my basement. Like, how do I get my message out there? How do I reach my target audience? How can I build my email list? How can I sell courses? How can I get clients? And so what I started doing is I started running my own YouTube ads. I created a couple videos and started running YouTube ads, and I started driving people to my website, and my email list grew, and people started buying my courses. And the crazy thing is, people wanted me to speak at these events, sharing this knowledge with their audience of what I learned from these running YouTube ads. So I mean, again, this all happened within like 3 to 6 months of me quitting my job. Again, my email list grew, customers grew, and I started speaking on some of the biggest stages in internet marketing. All because people saw my story, and I was able to deliver value to them consistently. So for the last 3 years, that's all we do. And we've worked with some really big brands. We've worked with TiVo, Vivint, and then we've also worked with smaller entrepreneurs and businesses trying to get their stuff out there. So I just want you guys to know that this stuff works. And one of the things that we've been noticing when it comes to running these ad campaigns is there's two types, right? And these play off the two types the two sides of your brain. There's the creative, which kind of focuses on building the brand and the creativity behind videos. But also, we know that a business needs to get sales in order to sustain itself. And these have kind of been in two different campaigns for the last 50 years of advertising. And brand, when we talk about brand, the metric that we use to track brand is views, right? Everyone wants more views. But the people on the sales side is like, all right, well, we want sales too. So really the valuable stuff, you guys, is right in the middle. Is can you turn views into sales, and can you do that consistently? A quick screenshot of how we've done that. This is a screenshot from our AdWords campaign where we spent $7,982.42 on this video campaign, and from that we were able to make $22,633.52. So basically, for every dollar we spent on YouTube ads, we made $2.84 in sales. I mean, this is powerful. If you had this opportunity, if you had this knowledge where you knew for every $1 you spent on ads, you could make $3 or $4 or $5 in sales, how much money would you spend? I mean, how valuable would this be to you guys? So again, I'm going to kind of go through with you exactly what we do. And let me tell you this works best for anyone spending money on advertising. I don't care if it's TV, pay-per-click, or Facebook ads. If you are currently spending money on ads, this will work. Also, if you have an e-commerce business, real estate or agent lead generation, coaching, consulting, anyone selling training courses, startups, doesn't matter whether you're B2C or B2B or service or product, it all works. If you're a YouTube creator or trying to build your YouTube channel to get more views and subscribers, this works great too. Any authors, speakers, or personalities, or anyone trying to build their email list. Again, we've had clients and students that have done both, and this works great. So what I want to teach with you, first of all, I'm going to go through the video ad blueprint that turns strangers into loyal fans and paying customers. And then I want to go through our video ad formula that shows you how to capture attention, build trust, and drive targeted traffic. And lastly, I want to walk through the YouTube remarketing sales funnel that turns $1 of ad spend into $30 in sales. This was a crazy, crazy case study, very high end with a big brand. I'm very excited to share how we did that with you guys. Awesome. Before we get started, if you guys have any questions, again, please comment in the chat box and we will reach out to that as well. We will answer those questions as they come. So a big problem that a lot of people have in their videos is in their video marketing is they're in this hamster wheel of content creation, right? They keep creating videos. These kind of that's what you're supposed to do, right? We need more views, and they just keep creating videos with no strategy behind them. So the way that we've kind of fixed this problem is we looked at all of our clients and we discovered certain pieces of the puzzle that needed to be in place before we could actually get the results that we wanted. And we put this all into our YouTube ad blueprint. And this again, we analyzed all of our clients because some of the campaigns were working really well and other clients weren't. And we asked ourselves, why is that? Why are certain campaigns working and others aren't? And this is what we discovered. The clients that had this process and this strategy in place had the best performance of all their campaigns. So this is just a big overview of the way that we see things going. So there's two types of ads, right? There's the in-stream ads and there's in-display. And when you're paying for ads, you're paying for views, and then you're taken to the YouTube video. And the YouTube video is just one small piece in a successful campaign, right? The goal is not to get more views on YouTube. The goal is to get people off of YouTube and onto your landing page and your offer, because that's how your business grows. You need to get leads, you need to get traffic, leads, and sales. So once they click, and again, if any of you guys are running YouTube ads already, you know that you need to build out annotations and YouTube cards. Like, that's the whole key. And I'll dive into the video ad formula later on to show you how we get people to click. So we send people to a landing page where they opt in for a free gift or a free offer. And then the conversion comes, right? That's when they opt in. That's a conversion. That's what we track. That's how we know that this stuff is working. Now, these last two pieces, again, don't have much to do with video, but if these last two pieces aren't in place, it makes it very difficult to get an ROI, return on ad spend. So once they opt in, you shoot people to your email list, right? And you send follow-up emails talking about the offer, talking about the product, building the relationship. A lot of this stuff, if you're currently doing any internet marketing right now, this is kind of native stuff. I mean, this is nothing new. But if you guys are just beginning, I would highly recommend building your email list. And lastly, we have remarketing. You guys, website remarketing, I'll talk about it later, but this is when people come to your website and then they leave, and then your ads kind of follow you around. This is one of the most successful types of targeting that you can do. And again, we don't create any campaigns, any video campaigns, unless we set up the website remarketing, because we know we won't be able to get the returns and the sales from that. Think of your remarketing list as an extension of your email list. All right. So that's the blueprint. That's the overall view. Now I want to go and talk about the formula. So a lot of I guess the advertising in general. A big problem that we see is people think that just because they have a video and they upload it to YouTube, that it's going to work out well. But here's the reality, you guys. 300 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute. I mean, your videos are just a drop in the bucket. And we also know that your video is worthless unless people see it. So the question becomes, how can you guarantee that people see your video? Right? Because we don't want to just upload it and waste our time on investing in building these videos for nothing. What can we do? And this is where advertising comes into play. So when we're talking about YouTube ads, we're talking about TrueView advertising. And this is all done in the Google AdWords platform. So if you've seen some of my stuff, I just want to breeze through this stuff. It's nothing super new. I do want to highlight a couple things. There's two types of TrueView ads. There's in display and there's in stream. And I'm going to show you why in stream is my favorite in a second. But let's talk about the types of targeting, right? We can target demographics, age, gender, parents. We can target the geographics of anywhere by country, city, and even zip code. We can target the interests of the person and the topics of video. So, I mean, again, we can get very specific with who we're talking to. And we can even target by keywords. YouTube's awesome because it's the world's second largest search engine. I mean, if you need to look up how to get a girlfriend, you can find videos about how to get a girlfriend or how to get more leads for your business. Again, it doesn't matter what business you're in, your audience is on there. They're watching YouTube. And then placements. This is one of my favorite types of targeting because you can put your videos on your competitor's YouTube channel. So when I very first started, I mean, I started from the nothing, right? Nobody knows me, kind of the underdog in the industry. I put my ads on these marketing giants' YouTube channel. So before their audience could watch their video, they had to watch my video. And it was a way to kind of hijack their audience and leverage that. And that worked out really well for me. It was very targeted. I got great returns. The hard thing with placements, if you do placements, it's hard to scale. So that's the only downside of it. But again, you can put your videos on your competitors or partners' YouTube channel. And then also remarketing. Again, people who have been to your website, who have seen your videos, if they leave that website, we can show them again. And the reason why remarketing is important, you guys, is I had a customer I called up a customer right when he purchased my product, and I said, "Hey, how did you find the product to purchase?" And he said, "Oh, I saw your YouTube ads." And I said, "Okay, how many times did you have to watch my video before you purchased?" And he's like, "Oh man, I didn't like your videos at first, but after like the 7th time I watched your video out, I said, what does this guy have to offer?" And it took 7 times before he purchased. He had to see my ad 7 times. So again, I think that's the value of of remarketing is that it builds relationships with people, right? If they see your ad the first time, they're probably not going to buy or purchase the second. I mean, right after they see it. But after they go to your website, they leave. Again, your ads will follow them around, and that's one of the most effective types of remarketing. I'm going to go into some different layering topics in a second. Now, there's the hack. A lot of people ask, how much does it cost to advertise on YouTube? And it's not cost per click, it's a cost per view. And on average, we're getting about 7 cents cost per view. The next question naturally becomes, well, what's a view? A view is if the viewer reaches 30 seconds or half of the ad, whichever comes first. So if you click the ad on a YouTube annotation, it pauses the video and you're taken straight to a landing page. All right, then the next question, what if the viewer clicks the ad before 30 seconds? And when I was learning this, I was at the Googleplex, this is the question I asked them. And they said, well, if the viewer clicks the ad before 30 seconds, do you guys realize what this means? This opportunity. All right, if they click the ad before 30 seconds, it means it's free targeted traffic and it's guaranteed. All right, this is what makes, I believe, YouTube a better platform than Facebook is this opportunity right here. The opportunity to get someone's attention, to build value, and to get them to click before 30 seconds because of how cheap it is, how cheap we can buy traffic. So this is the sweet opportunity that we have. So the question becomes, what does the video have to make this work? All right, really, this is our video ad formula. So a story that happened with us is we had a company come to us and say, hey, you know what? We're spending tens of thousands of dollars on YouTube ads and it's not working. We're not getting any sales. And I looked at their videos and I knew exactly why it wasn't working. It had nothing to do with their targeting or their targeting or their offer. It had everything to do with their video. So I said, I know exactly why. And I shared with them this video ad formula. And after they implemented it, the campaigns did a complete 180 and we started getting more sales. It was crazy. So I want to walk through the video ad formula that turns strangers into loyal fans and paying customers. The first step is you have to grab their attention in 5 seconds. Remember, people's fingers are hovering over the skip now button. And you've got to make that work, because if you don't get their attention, if they're not watching your video, they're not going to move on through the process. And also, if you have a high view rate, Google will penalize your video because it's not engaging enough. All right. So grab their attention in 5 seconds. There's a couple ways that we do this in our process. So some of the scripts that you can use. If you aren't a insert target audience here, go ahead and skip this ad. So like for us, we're targeting marketers and video producers. You know, if you're not a marketer or entrepreneur, go ahead and skip this ad. Or if you're in the online education business, hey, let's say you're trying to sell a coaching program for stay-at-home moms or whatever. Hey, are you a mom that wants to make money online? Like, we got the best video to show you what's going on with this. Or if you're watching this video, it's because YouTube thinks you're an entrepreneur, or YouTube thinks that you're a marketer, or name your target demographic that you're going after. We had a client that sold truck accessories, and they said, hey, are you a truck owner? Check this out. Like, again, you're targeting exactly who you're talking to in the 5 seconds, because I mean, in reality, we don't want to be wasting our money on people who aren't interested. So I like to say, show and tell who you're talking to and what you're talking about. Some of the examples that we have is we work with John Lee Dumas, who has a great he does a ton of podcasting, and he had a podcast course. So naturally, in the first 5 seconds, we say, hey, are you interested in podcasting? This is what it can do for you. Click here. So again, the beauty of this is we want them to click it or skip it. Either way you win, because not everyone's interested in podcasting, right? So it acts as a natural way for people to filter themselves out without you wasting your ad spend. The bottom left was in one of our ads where I actually tell people to skip if you're not a marketer. And again, it's just a way to call out your audience. And then we did a campaign for a real estate agency that sell luxury homes. So in the first 5 seconds, we're showing these really nice homes and saying, hey, do you want to have the best homes? And that's a way that people could filter themselves out. So that worked out really well. The second part of the video ad formula is to give value. And I call it the 3 I's. Again, we want to get their attention, but we want to teach them. So there's instruction is one thing, to teach them something that they didn't know. The second one is to inspire them. And the third one is entertain them. And I'm going to show you a case towards the end of this presentation of a great way that we were able to accomplish all 3 of those. We were able to instruct, we were able to inspire and entertain in all one video. And if you can do that, you'll knock it out of the park. Now, this last part is probably the most important piece of the formula. It's the call to action. Remember, you guys, we aren't just trying to get views. We're moving people. We're building your business, and views are going to pay the bills. So, and also we're paying for views. Views are guaranteed, right? So we want to build the video around the click. How do we do that? Now, there's a couple ways. There's 4 ways that people are able to click on YouTube. And I'm just curious, before I go further, Mark or Brad, are any of you guys currently advertising or running YouTube for your businesses? If you can, just reply in the chat box. I want to see where you guys are at with everything. But let me go through a couple of these call to actions. All right. The best one, the best click, let's see, what do you call this? The way that we're getting the most clicks is from our annotations. These are done within YouTube. Those get the most clicks where you see the get instant access and we put an annotation around it. That will get the majority of your clicks. The other thing that's brand new is these YouTube cards in the top right. Now, this is a new thing for YouTube, and the good thing about the cards is they work on mobile. So that makes the video clickable on mobile. The downside to annotations is you can't click on an annotation on a tablet or a phone. So that's, I mean, for the future, that's kind of a huge downside. But from our tests and campaigns that we've been running, the majority of our clicks come from annotations. They don't come from cards. The other 2 ones, the call to action overlay in the bottom left and the advertisers link in the bottom left. Those, again, people hardly ever click those. The majority of the clicks come from our YouTube annotations. So if you are running, the point is you still have to use annotations. I think the future is going to be moving more towards YouTube cards, so that's important. And then the advertisers link. So one of the things that you should know too is annotation clicks do not show up in AdWords. So if you're running these YouTube ad campaigns and you're not seeing any clicks, it's because annotation clicks don't show up there. So that's kind of an opportunity, if you will. Some other examples of effective call to actions that have worked really well. In the top left, again, this is one of our campaigns that the whole purpose was for them to click a YouTube card, right? And so we point their attention to the top right of the screen. Another one is selling luxury real estate in Las Vegas. We have a big click here button. Again, it fits the brand. It's the mix between direct marketing and branding. And so again, we build the call to action around the annotation. We did the same thing with a car dealership. And then the bottom left he's Tom Ritchie. He's an awesome guy. He's a high school teacher who runs a YouTube channel. And his whole purpose of his videos, he wants people to subscribe to his YouTube channel, and he wants to get people to tomritchie.net. So those are his 2 big kind of call to actions that he uses. Now, another cool thing when it comes to call to actions, and this is something that's really cool. This is a graph of the audience attention rate. All right, and you'll notice that the longer the video, the more people kind of gradually drop down. So if you want to double your click-through rate, you'll notice that you know, at the very end of this video, at 2 minutes and 48 seconds, there's only 20% of the audience left. Versus in the first 20 seconds, we have 80% of the people. The funny thing is, we always add traditionally, most people add the call to action at the very end of the video. Why do we do that? I mean, at the very end, look, we're only reaching 20% of our audience. So if you want to double your click-through rate, drop a call to action in the first 20% of your video, in the first 20 seconds. And you'll reach more people, you'll get more clicks, and that will cut your cost per lead down as well. So take a screenshot of this. Make sure that you're adding a call to action in the first 20 seconds and the last 20 seconds. Does that make sense? Awesome. All right. So this next one, I've got a video that I've been running for the last 2.5 years, and I want to show you guys with it. And Brad and Mark and anyone else watching, I want you guys to watch it and let me know why you think this works so well, because this is one of our best performing ads. Watch it and you tell me what makes this video work so well. So let me turn it up.
Hey, you watching the YouTubes. Do you know what happened to this kid? He's puking his guts out right now because his videos are going viral. Yeah. I'm giving away a free video marketing course that teaches you simple strategies of video marketing that will increase your views and drive traffic. You'll learn how to optimize your video using simple SEO strategies to rank both on Google and YouTube. Click this button now to get free access. Go on. Give her a little click. Click, click, clicky. Come on. You're not going to see it unless you click. We're all waiting for you. This is getting awkward.
All right, so that was the video that we've been running for the last 2.5 years, and we're still running it because it's still bringing in leads and stuff. What did you guys notice about it? Why do you think this video worked so well? Again, we followed the video ad formula of getting their attention, sharing value, being entertaining, and there's a very heavy call to action. I mean, there's no doubt in your mind that you know what we want people to do. So again, attention, value, and the call to action. Make it clickable and make that call to action visual so people can see it and they can hear it. There's one more video I want to share with you guys.
Hey, you.
Whoops. And this is again maybe a higher end client example that we have, and same principles apply. It's obviously a different industry. It's more professional, more serious, and so this is their video that we have that you can see the same principles apply.
If you want to live in the absolute best homes that Las Vegas has to offer, keep watching this video. If not, skip this ad. Sometimes it takes 1 or 2 or even 3 trips out here if you're coming from out of state to find the right home, and it can be challenging. But that's where it's so important that you have somebody that doesn't just check the MLS, that has homes outside of what every other realtor has. So if you want the best of what Las Vegas has to offer, visit our website, LasVegasFineHomes.com.
All right, we'll just leave it there. But again, you can see he gets your attention, and he says right off the bat, like our challenge with this one was, how can we get the right people to take action on this video, right? Because we don't want to just target anyone. We want to target people who are willing to buy $1 million homes. And so that's why he said, if you want the best homes, keep watching this video. And again, that's a way to filter their audience. The people who aren't interested in buying homes, find homes in Vegas, they're going to skip it. And we're totally okay with that. Awesome. So let's see the next step, you guys. This was a really cool case study that we just finished up a couple months ago. And this blew our mind, and we were able to turn $1 in ads into $30 in sales with this brand and with their videos. And I want to go through and share this with you guys. So one strategy you need to know when it comes to setting up video campaigns and targeting is there are 3 types of targeting that you need to scale campaigns. There's cold traffic, there's warm traffic, and there's hot traffic. You can even think of this in terms of views. There's cold views, warm views, and hot views. And it's critical you understand the difference between all 3. Cold traffic is targeting people who have no idea who you are. They don't know you. They've never seen you. And when it comes to the targeting, we're targeting similar audiences, which works really well. There's topics, interests, demographics, and placements and keywords. These are all kind of cold sources of traffic who do not know who you are. And what we found, what we did is we have a video ad specific for people who do not know you. And the purpose of that video is to build trust, engagement, and everything. The second type of campaign that you need to have is people who are warm traffic. These are people who have visited your website. These are people who have seen your videos before. All right, so cold traffic builds trust, and then campaigns that turn the cold traffic into warm traffic, basically. And warm traffic, we call it, I mean, the video that for people who know you but haven't taken an action, or people who haven't opted in or purchased. And then the really hot traffic is people who have opted in, maybe they're leads or on your email list, or maybe they purchased and you're sitting an ad for them to purchase again. Now you'll notice that obviously the cold traffic is bigger, than more people don't know you than know you. So cold traffic is where you reach the most amount of people, and then it goes down. So how do you structure your campaigns and allocate your budget accordingly? This is some of the stuff that we found that works really well. We spend 60% of our budget on cold traffic. So again, building the brand, building trust, getting people to know you. Then we spend 30% on the warm traffic, people who have visited your site, people who have seen your videos, and that last 10% we send on people who have purchased or opted in, or who are just like a hot lead, I guess you would say. Now, it's important to note that the money, you're not going to get a return from cold traffic most of the time. I'm not going to say you're not going to, because some people are able to do it. For the majority of us, though, most of the money comes from the very hot traffic and also the warm traffic. And that's tough because, again, most of your budget will be towards cold traffic, but that's not going to get you the ROI. That's not going to get you the sales. The sales are going to come from people who have known you. And that's why remarketing is critical with these campaigns. We're creating a video ad campaign funnel, all right? So here's the case study, and here's the funny story about it. This is how it all set up. What is the most boring thing to sell online? There's a couple. I mean, what do you guys think, Brad, Mark? What would be one of the most boring things that we could sell online? When we first got this client, we were it's not the most boring thing to sell, but it was a challenge because what we had were treadmills. All right, how can we sell treadmills? And specifically $1,500 treadmills online. That was the challenge we had. So we worked with a brand called Nordic Track, and they have a well-established brand. They've got great product. And our challenge was, how do we sell their products on YouTube? And how can we create a video that hits their audience and makes this happen? So we actually worked with a very talented agency, a friend of mine. He's the one who produced the video. So the video is, yes, you can see I'll tell you more about this guy in the little G-string t-shirt. But our plan was, you know what, let's come up with the creative. Let's think of the 10 annoying people that you know at the gym. And so that was the concept. And to make it fun and to make it engaging, we brought in YouTube influencers. Now these YouTubers, some of these YouTubers, you guys, their audience and their fan base is bigger than a lot of A-list like celebrities. It's crazy how big some of these influencers are. So this guy in the bottom right, he has a huge following. He's got about 100,000 people following him on YouTube, and he just works out, and that's what he does. He's a really funny guy. Now, the reason why we brought in these influencers is that, according to the stat, they get a 4 to 10 times higher rate of conversion on offers shared by trusted advocates than offers sent by brands. So again, we probably brought in 10 to 15 YouTube influencers and got them in the video. And it was a fun video. If you guys go on YouTube, look up 10 annoying people you know at the gym, Nordic Track, and you'll be able to watch the video. So this was I guess, quote unquote viral video, right? So we spent a lot of money on the cold traffic promoting this video. Now, the cool thing at the very end of this video, the call to action, there's two. We wanted people to go to the product page, so we sent people to nordictrack.com so they can see the product. And then the other call to action that we had on it was the sales video. And this video was the kind of more in-depth video of the product, the benefits, and the features. So again, this is a two-step process, right? The first video, the branding video, quote unquote viral video, gets the views. It's fun. It's a fun video. It's funny. It gets the status of the YouTube influencers, and that gets their attention, and we drive people to the landing page. And what happened next was crazy. So we were running this campaign for a month, and we started to see these sales come in. It was crazy to see what was going on. So some of the results that we had with the remarketing campaigns. Now this was only the remarketing campaigns, right? We spent $12,848 on remarketing. And from that remarketing campaign, we got $392,847 in sales. So that's kind of like putting in $1 and making back $30, right? Now, as far as the cold traffic goes, as a campaign total, this was something that we spent about $50,000 on total ad spend. But again, this is a campaign. This setup, you guys, is something that we can run consistently. So the cold traffic campaign is set up, the remarketing campaign is set up, and we are consistently getting sales. I mean, weekly basis. This is set up and automated to run. They've done millions of dollars in sales from this video campaign alone, and all that's because of the and that video. All right, you guys. I feel like before I wrap this up, YouTube is the Wild West. All right, this is new online territory, especially in the advertising industry. People are still trying to figure this out. Nobody really owns it yet. So there's tons of opportunity. You can be a cowboy up, and I highly recommend that you invest in yourself and in this platform to blow it up. I want to ask you guys, where is your business right now? Would you be watching this webinar if you knew you were able to consistently get leads and customers? Now think where you want your business to be. I don't know where your business is, but how would your business change if you knew how to turn strangers into customers with video? How would your life change if you had a pipeline full of leads who wanted to buy your products and services? This is something that I want for you guys. We want for you. We want you to be on the side that has leads approaching you every day because of an automated marketing engine. We want you to have buying customers benefiting from your services that feel like they already know you because your videos are so genuine and well targeted. Let video power be the bridge to get you from where you are to where you are now. So I invite you again to grow a pair and implement this system. Now, there's a few of you watching this that we do have a special offer that I would like to go into. That's the end of the training. Again, I do want to transition and share with you this new kind of program and offer that we have. So if you guys are interested in actually implementing this system, let us know, and I'll just go ahead and go forward. who wants to implement this video power marketing system? It's a guaranteed way of getting your message out to the world. You can create videos that drive high quality traffic to your site, and it provides you a framework that consistently generates leads and sales. Now, the way that Video Power that we worked with clients in the past is we have a campaign setup fee of $2,500. That links up their YouTube channel or AdWords, gets everything tracking and measuring. We make sure that their videos fit the formula. And we have a minimum ad spend of $10,000 a month. And from that, we take a 20% management fee. That's how we make our money. Because clients happily invest $10,000 to $30,000 a month with us, and it's money well spent. Because if we're spending that much money, again, our goal is to give them a 3-to-1 return on ad spend. So if they're spending $10,000 on ads, you can pretty much be sure that they're getting at least $30,000 to $40,000 in return. Some of the clients, the testimonials that we have, it's rare to find people who actually know what they're talking about. Over the years, we've spent countless hours and thousands of dollars on marketing, so we wouldn't consider ourselves new to online advertising at this point. It's hard to impress us. But that's what Jake and his team have done, and we're impressed with these guys. They act quickly, follow through on their promises, and deliver results. We would highly recommend them to our closest friends. This was from Tom, and again, I love the clients we work with. I consider them friends. That's the kind of a great relationship that we have. The problem is, you guys, not everyone can spend $10,000 a month. I know that I couldn't when I first started. I started with as little as $10 a day. I hate telling people no, especially when I know that we can help them. And then people kept asking us to learn our video advertising systems for themselves, but they didn't have a budget. So another client that we had was John Lee Dumas. And one of the cool things with him is, he's a busy guy. He's got his podcast that he's running. And he's like, Jake, I have a VA. Can my VA implement your system? And I said, yes, they can. And we tried it out with him, and it worked. So again, this is a quote, I won't read it, but having gone through that process with him and that VA, I'm like, oh my gosh, our systems are so simple that anyone can implement this strategy for their business. That kind of opened up a spark. And that's the reason why we created the Video Power Lab. The Video Power Lab, what it is, among other things, it's a private Facebook group membership. We get the Video Power Elite. It's an A to Z video training library on everything you know, to setting up your first video campaign, to running, to advertising, to optimizing, and getting the results. You'll get access to our tools, our checklists, our systems and scripts. You'll get access to all future training videos and hangouts. And the best of all, it's lifetime access. So it's not like a monthly membership we have to pay on a month-to-month basis. It's just a one-time access fee. Again, this is the Video Power Lab. You log in. We have about 6 modules. So the first module is, how do you reach your audience? What audience are you targeting? How do you get an ROI? We go through the metrics that you need to measure to make sure that you can get a return on your campaigns. The next module is we talk about videos that move people. We go more in depth with the video ad formula, and then also the YouTube channel. If your videos are not optimized on YouTube with a good call to action and clickable annotations, it's not going to work. And then also we go through how to set up a campaign in AdWords. I know it can be overwhelming. We kind of simplify that process, and again, we have tutorials that show you exactly how to do it. We talk about how to build your remarketing list, because that is critical when it comes to running these campaigns, and then also true view optimization. So let's say that you're running the campaign, you get lots of views but no clicks. What should you do? What if you get lots of clicks to your landing page but no conversions? What do you do? All right. And inside this one's inside a module. We have our requirements. We got resources for you. And then understanding different ad types. Like, should you run an in-stream campaign or an in-display campaign? If you've never been into AdWords, where do you even start? How do you create the right message? And then this is a good one. The in-stream campaign structure. How do you structure your campaign so you know it works? I know when I first started running my campaigns, I kind of made the mistakes myself, but we wasted thousands of dollars setting up a campaign because we didn't check the proper settings, right? Again, there's a lot of stuff going on when you go inside AdWords, and if you do not know what you're doing, you can waste a lot of money. Another question I had was like, how do you create different targeting groups? How do you actually target your competitors' videos? How do you add specific keywords of people you want to target, and that way of creating the campaign? So there's instructional videos for every step of the way. Plus, we do have some bonus material, you guys. We have a campaign setup checklist. So with my team, they go through this checklist every time they create a campaign, because I know that if you don't, I mean, this is a way for you not to waste your ad spend. It's a way for you to know exactly what to do and what not to do. You get our campaign optimization checklist. So again, you know, what metrics should you be measuring? Like, let's say you spend $100 on your campaign. Well, how many clicks should you get? I mean, how many views are you getting? I mean, how many leads are you getting for that $100? And that's still the question that we answer in that one. We go through the YouTube optimization playbook, how to optimize your video on YouTube, the video ad formula and scripts. So again, I've got full-on scripts that we've used with our clients, the questions you need to ask in your videos, how to set up your video production, and the equipment and resources you need for that. And then our campaign planner system, which is pretty cool. I'll pop it up here real quick. This is one of my favorite parts, is getting into details, like what's the average cost per view. Again, this is the calculator. This is how we determine what our metrics need to be in order to get a return. So you'll see, let's say that our lead conversion rate is 30%, and of our leads, we convert 5% of our leads. And if we have a product that we sell for, let's say we sell a product for $300. Well, if we spend $10,000 on ads, and if these numbers are correct, we'll be able to make $20,000 in sales. That's 192% return. So this is the ROI calculator that we go through, and I teach you how to use that. We go through how to create the right message to make sure that you hit the right audience. We go through metrics of success. What are you measuring and optimizing for? The campaign structure. How do you structure your campaigns? We can already have a preset of campaigns set for you to create. And then our weekly reporting structure. So you spend $1,000, get 2,000 clicks, 2,000 views, 150 clicks. I mean, these are the numbers that you need to be measuring to know what works. So that's the campaign planner system. This has taken us about a year to kind of really fine tune and make it good. The Facebook Elite group, again, get access to these amazing people who are just in your same space. We get a lot of good questions going on. So one final review of what you're getting lifetime access to the Video Power Lab. Now, a lot of these courses sell for $2,000. I'm telling you right now, we're not going to sell this for $2,000, but that's what a lot of these things are going for. You get 30+ video training tutorials. It's included. You get access to our tools, our checklists, and scripts, the value of $1,000. You get access to our exclusive guest hangouts. We bring in these experts in the field and get inside their brain, find out their systems for everything, and we share that with you guys. You get access to our Facebook Elite Group membership, plus our campaign planner doc of $997. So the total value of this is $3,997. But because you guys are still here, you're still with me, obviously we want to bring a lot of value to you. So obviously this is not the price you're going to pay, but for you guys right now, I want to give you access for only $497 today. If you are interested, go to videopower.org/lab, and we have a landing page that tells you all about it. And that's how you buy it. So again, if you're on this right now, I highly recommend you go and check it out for $497. This price will be, it's limited time. So we're going to increase the price as time goes on. We're not going to do anything. I mean, we don't know when we're going to do it, but this price will go up. But I just want to give you access to this because I think it's a great opportunity for people, for you guys to learn our systems. Before we get into questions, Brad and Mark, if you have any questions, feel free to chime in. If you have any questions, I guess before we go into that, I do want to offer one exclusive opportunity for the people who are watching right now. and it's only to people on this live hangout. So it's a free strategy session, 45-minute private hangout with video power marketing with me and my team. You'll learn exactly how to use our video power campaign planner. We'll dive into your business and dissect it and see how we can help you blow it up. You can see your YouTube video ad ROI before you even get started. Customized video marketing plan specific to your business. You'll receive instructions and assignments so you'll know exactly what to do. Have that confidence in knowing that your foundation is set up correctly. It's free for those people now. Normally we sell this for $497 on our site. But again, right now, you can see us and you maybe know us, but we don't know you. This is the opportunity for us to get to know each other on a deeper level so we can actually help you blow it up with YouTube. We do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. I want you to know that we value relationship more than your money. Again, and if you apply this and it doesn't work, we'll give you your money back. We've had so much success with our clients, and we've had a lot of people asking us to help them, and this is our way to kind of give back. Lifetime access for only $497 today. Get started at videopower.org/lab. If there's, I would love to answer them. And this is just this will be available till this replay will be available. Take it down. So, Mark, Brad, you guys have any questions that I can, or anyone else that we can dig in and figure out? And actually, yeah. So this presentation, I'm actually speaking in a conference, the Conversion Conference, next week in Vegas. So I'm going to be kind of using this slide deck and sharing some of our case studies with people as well. So this is, yeah, just a great opportunity to really dissect and get into just a great opportunity. Reach your audience in business. I mean, this is probably not for the people who are starting out, but if you have a product or a service that's currently making money, it just pours fire. It pours gas on the fire, and it gets the flame roaring to where you should be. I'm not seeing any questions come in, so we're just gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Let me stop sharing my screen. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys got some. Again, we just try and teach as much as we can. If you guys are interested and you want to take that step to the next level, we'd love to have you in the Video Power Lab. We'd love to have you to get to know you and your business on that strategy session. If not, thanks for joining us, you guys. I've had a great time. Hope you got some value out of it too. And yeah, reach out if you have any questions. And if not, you guys have an amazing day. Hope all is well.